it.
Yep.
It's a great pleasure for me to introduce our speakers today who are talking about the challenges of the retail industry before and after COVID 19 and digital solutions that help overcome these challenges. This is a subject in which we should all be deeply interested as retail is the backbone of Indian economy. It is also a very badly hit industry since COVID-19. Our speaker and guest of honor is an expert with over 3 decades of experience in the ever changing retail ecosystem. He is a mentor and advisor to several companies, startup CEOs, and founders. He has worked with brands like Moffatlal, Johnson and Johnson, Bombay Dyeing, and Shoppers Stop. His contributions to retail are numerous. Especially during his tenure, Shoppers Stop saw a remarkable growth from just 7 stores to 84 stores under his leadership. He brings in the much needed hands on experience and understanding of the retail industry. He has won many awards, including Retail Icons of India in 2019 by Images Magazine, Awards of Excellence 2012 by ASM Group of Institutes, uh, Retail Professional of the Year Award by CMAI in 2009, and many others. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming former CEO of Shopper Stop, Govind Trikar.
Hello.
We
Good afternoon, everyone.
We also have with us today Mahindra Pratap, CEO at Asti Infotech Private Limited. Mahindra is passionate about ideating and incubating ideas for new products and commercial enterprise opportunities. As a serial entrepreneur, he enjoys interacting with original thinkers and also mentors several other entrepreneurs. A very warm welcome to the session, Mahindra Pratap.
Hi Shantala, thanks for inviting. It is great pleasure to be part of this meeting.
The topic of today's session is e-tailing changing post pandemic? So post this discussion, we'll also welcome questions and comment via chat box from all the participants. So coming to the topic, we all know retail is the backbone of the Indian economy. Retail is undergoing many changes. Initially, it was e-commerce that took retail by storm, and now it is COVID. It is the worst hit industry since COVID-19. So how long, sir, Govind sir, how long do you think it will take to get back to the position it was before COVID?
A tough one. I think retailing has been the worst hit sector. And India
Mhm.
is also known as a country of dukandars with more than 15 million retailers across multiple categories, sizes, segments as well. It has been impacted fundamentally because retailers were not ready with the digitization. And I think during COVID times, when the physical stores were completely shut off, malls were shut off, high
Mm,
streets were shut off, the only
mm,
way you could reach your customers was through online. And with
mm,
majority of the retailers not really getting online, especially if you look at India's online size also, pre-COVID
mm,
was still
mm,
pretty small, less than 4% of total retail was online. And even
mm.
then, with fashion going much higher proportion, it is the worst hit category as far as retail is concerned. And going looking ahead as of now, with so many states getting locked out again, at least for 2 weeks to 3 weeks, clearly looks like
Mm.
retail won't be back on track till the last quarter of this financial year.
Oh, that's very sad. Um, so, do you
Yeah.
really think that Indian market is ready for digitization, sir?
Yeah, Indian market has adopted digitization quite favorably across many categories. If you look at starting with banking, then with travel booking and payments, with wallets, digital payments, etc. Retail has been quite slow in adopting to digitization, that is for sure. But generally speaking, Indian consumers have been ahead of the industry in adopting digitization.
But in particular with the retail industry, there is still, I mean, the when I talk about the brick and mortar shops, stores,
Yes,
they still lag. They do not,
correct.
they are not getting adopted to the digital world yet.
Absolutely right. No, so there are
Yeah.
multiple reasons for that, right? From if you look at from a retailer's point of view, most of
Hmm.
them have been legacy retailers, whether it is individually owned retail companies or whether they are
Hmm.
professionally retail. The perspective of the mindset about fear of digital has always been pretty large, and that is one reason why they have not gone into digital quite fast. Second step was obviously yes, when they realized that digitization and going online is imperative, investments in both new technology and people who understand technology have been quite slow. Then
Hmm.
came the challenge of how do you really run your own website, and running a own website is a pretty expensive affair, and a lot of people thought, is it really worthwhile to run a site making huge losses? But
Hmm.
fundamentally it was a point of investment that you had to make an investment first, really, to make the site bigger, to make the brand reach the customer. And obviously the cost of doing business on marketplaces, especially because of huge amount of returns that were there, also impacted that option from the merchant point of view, or I would say the manufacturer or the brand point of view. From the customer point of view, obviously the biggest problem on online has been the complete lack of touch and feel. And especially if you look at Indian customers, they are always used to, touching and feeling the product, especially women folk who like to see the texture of the product and how will it
Yes.
look like when they're wearing it. So those are things that are not available on online very easily. Although today a lot of new tech is available for you to recreate avatars, etc. But really speaking, it still does not fulfill the gap of touch and feel. That's point one as far as customers are concerned. Second problem obviously has been, if you look at really the marketplaces that have evolved in India and are dominant, there is no curation of any kind across categories. They will throw at you lakhs of products and categories where it is very difficult for you to keep on navigating, making selection, etc. So I would say these are the clear challenges for digitization in retail, both from the point of view of customers as well as from the
Hmm.
point of view of manufacturers and brands.
Okay. Okay. Rightly said. So, what is your opinion on e-commerce platforms? Do they serve the purpose completely, sir?
No, so e-commerce platforms, basically, if you look at it, I always call this as a battle of platforms that has been going on across the world now. I don't want to name the platforms that really dominate, but if you look at one platform that started in China, the other platforms which started in US, they are the two big giants, and there are, I would say, domestic platforms that have been invested again by international companies that have joined them. Though there's only one Indian origin platform in India today, which is fighting that battle. But Indian online ecosystem is actually completely dominated by international players. If you look at whether it's social media, whether it's search engines, whether it's platforms, all of them, unfortunately, in my opinion, because if you look at
Mm.
China, the whole ecosystem is dominated by Chinese brands. If you look at US, again, it's dominated by US brands. Whereas India
Mm.
has not been able to create its own ecosystem. Maybe it will happen over a period of time, but as of now, at least it is the global platforms that are really doing it. And what's really happened in the global platforms is when they started in India, because the customers were not readily coming in because of payment issues and delivery issues, they started with huge discounting. As a result,
Mm.
only the big guys are surviving because there is money available for funding those kind of huge
Mm.
losses. But as I see it, yes, there is a place for big platforms, but there is a bigger place, in my opinion, for curated vertical sites and brand sites, which can really offer category selection much more easily as far as customers are concerned, rather than getting into ocean where there are too many things that are happening.
So, what kind of digital solution can take retail to the next level? Say, if we talk about brick and mortar stores, especially.
Sure. Sure, sure. No, so there are There are a lot of things that retailers can really do. And fundamentally, why does retail exist? The retail format exists, whether it's online or offline, to satisfy the consumer requirement and satisfy their needs and wants. And while doing that, if they can bring in experience to the fore and make the customer loyal to them, that's what technology has to do, or people have to do, or the assortment has to do. And that's what I call bring back romance to retail. So anything that you do in retail, whether it is service, whether it's experience, whether it's assortment or technology, all that has to really recreate that romance back in retail. And if you look at the kind of tools that are available today, right from analytics to video solutions like MShop, or even personalization at the store level, customization of products, all those, including creating retail avatars, magic mirrors, all those can really help retailers to gain more confidence with the customers and also serve them in a far better situation than what they are doing today.
So, being an expert in the industry, do you want to throw some light on digital solution that can take retail to the next level?
So, like Govind sir was mentioning, I feel one of the important thing is to take it to the retailers. So, our video solution is in the same line. So, MShop is typically trying to solve their problem. Like they can without spending much of the cost, they can interact with their customers in almost real life scenario and do all the possible things like bargaining or interaction, question answer session. So the way Govind sir has explained it pretty well, that bring romance in the retail. So we are
Mm-hmm.
trying to that. Another big problem with the retail domain is basically catalog is a very big issue while handling the online platforms. So
Mm-hmm.
we have tried to solve that issue by making it catalog less, and for small players making it very smooth experience. uh, we are hoping to change the footprints and make it available to the small retailers, and change the.
Right, sir. Govind sir also mentioned earlier in his answer that managing a website for the brick and mortar stores is really tough. So, do you think that MShop like platform will give solution where without website they will be able to take their business online?
Yes, exactly. That's what I was trying to say. That we'll solve that problem in a very cost effective way. So in MShop, any non-technical person can come in and create their presence within no time. They will be given a personalized web address. Anyone can click on that and speak to them directly. So rather than taking their customer on various searches and text-based explanation, he can directly speak to them and explain about their products, and that web address can be created and maintained by any non-technical person very
Mhm.
easily.
Okay, great, great. Uh, Govind sir, now e-commerce, there are
Yeah.
e-commerce platforms, there are malls and brick and mortar stores. So who produces better revenue?
Oh, so I think there is an evolution. There was a time when the brick and mortar was far ahead. Now I think the online platforms are running far ahead. And if you look at the top three retailers globally, two of them are online platforms. There's only one brick
Mhm.
and mortar player there. And if you look at in terms of market cap, the online players are far ahead of the brick and mortar, because the markets don't give too much credence today, at least, to the brick and mortar players as they should logically give.
So ultimately, who bring more revenue to the country?
Yeah.
The brick and mortar.
So today in India, if you look at it, share of brick and mortar is very high. So it's more than 85, 80, 90% plus is brick and mortar.
Mhm.
Although unorganized share in that is pretty high. So if you look at total Indian retail, less than about 5 to 6% is online. There is about
Mhm.
15% which is organized, and the balance, almost 80% or more, is unorganized in India. But likely that the 5% online will become 15% in the next 3 to 4 years' time.
Okay. So MP
So we
sir,
need to
will
get ready for
M-Shop
that.
help? Okay. Okay. Awesome. So MP sir, will M-Shop help the brick and mortar stores to generate better revenue?
Yes, we are hoping
Yeah.
to help them on the two part. One is generating better
Mhm.
revenue, and second is reducing the cost of managing online ecosystem. So as of today, if we look at the larger e-commerce players, at least take about one third of the revenue from them.
Mhm.
With M-Shop, we are trying to bring that drastically low, and they can handle most of the scenario the way they were handling during the
Mhm.
offline conversation. So
Mhm.
it is typically we are taking offline conversation to the video communication platform, and bringing the cost drastically as well.
Okay. So Govind sir, do you see
Yeah.
brick and mortar stores going online in the coming years? Because this is the toughest challenge what we have seen. Even though there are many e-commerce platforms and everything has happened, we don't see brick and mortar stores
Yeah.
trying to go online. So how do you see this?
No, because your customer is now online, you have no option but to have an online presence. So whether you call it omni-channel or whether you call it a marketplace presence, you will have to have either your own site or marketplace presence or a M-shop kind of a tool to really go online. So there is no, I would say, option because customers are online.
Hmm. Okay. So slowly, you mean to say they will adopt one or the other channel to take their business
Yes,
online.
they will have to.
Oh,
Correct.
okay.
Correct.
So, MP sir, how do you aim to reach the retailers?
uh, that's a tough question, but we are trying to use the various channels. Primarily, we are speaking to the large retail chains also. We are
Hmm.
uh, we have formed the partnership with the players who are having the large retail presence. So
Hmm.
some of the biggest player in the India are our partner, and they will take our solution to their retail partners. And
Hmm.
apart from that, we are trying to approach digitally also.
Hmm.
So I would say we are trying to we'll make use of every available channel,
Hmm.
uh, and reach to the retailers. So being a vast market, it's again like Govind has mentioned that 80% is still unorganized and very small players. So the I feel the major contribution would come from our large B2B retail partners.
Okay. Okay. So, Govind sir, will a platform like M Shop solve the problem?
Yeah, definitely. So if you look at the retail shopping or retail buying behavior of a customer, there is an interaction that happens when a customer walks into the store. He's greeted by the customer care associates. He's asked specific queries, and then he showed the various options. Now, M Shop is actually the right tool for everyone, not only the big retailers, but also the small and medium retailers. It takes care
Hmm.
of that social interaction. It takes care of not getting invested into costly infra and digital infra because M Shop is taking care of it. And everything right
Hmm.
from the tracking of the customer to billing to shipping, M-Shop ecosystem can completely take care of that. So it's a great tool as far as the small and medium and even big retailers are concerned. It's a fantastic tool even for the customer point of view because they are able to interact with a live person on a video which is like a normal phone call or a audio or kind of a FaceTime call that we are also doing right now, and at the same time can answer all the queries and give the solutions for the customer. So I think it's a great tool to solve the current problems of closed stores, and at the same time, it
Mhm.
takes you back to the social interaction that is badly required by customers.
Yeah, truly. That's the much needed platform, I think, for the retailers, wherein they can
Yes,
directly interact with the customers. So that is
correct.
something. Yeah. So, MP sir, would you like to say more about MShop and more share more information about the platform to our
Uh,
audience?
so basically, MShop typically covers end-to-end need for any retailer,
Mm-hmm.
be it communication, be it showing the product, online payment, offline payment, cash on delivery. We have delivery partners which can actually serve. We can actually do the delivery across India. It
Mm-hmm.
also it is also it can also be used in a global footprints. It has international payment integrated, but
Mm-hmm.
in that case, delivery we still don't have the international delivery partner. But again, that delivery can be handled by the shopkeeper themselves. uh, in in
Mm-hmm.
in in the typical local scenario, what happens, a retailer typically do delivery also themselves. So
Mm-hmm.
we are not tying up for the delivery also, so delivery options are optional.
Mm-hmm.
Apart from that, all other aspect, like while if there are many customer, how to handle it, during the wait time, system can automatically give them information about the offers or various products, whatever a shopkeeper wants. So that way we have tried to create it interactive for the customers also, and pretty lucrative and revenue generating for the shopkeeper also. Another thing, another good features are like, even if shopkeeper is offline during the night, customer has
Mm-hmm.
option to leave the video order so that shopkeeper can fulfill his need in the next day. Another thing, if it is large value deals, there is option of scheduling as well. So if customer, let's say a jewelry, jewelry kind of ecosystem where customer wants more attention, so
Mm-hmm.
they can actually book a schedule, and that particular time shopkeeper will be will dedicate to them only, and explain them the required product in more details. So effectively we have tried to cater every aspect of real life shopping experience, and we are hoping
Mm-hmm.
it will change the footprint, retail footprint in the future.
Yes, definitely. As I see the e-commerce ecosystem, how it is going on with a lot of returns that happen even after delivery. You know, the goods get returned. They are, I mean, almost 36% of the returns happen overall. So this can also be avoided through M-Shop. So that's one of the best solutions. So, thank you for the valuable information you both shared with us today. So, let us move on to the QA session. I request all the participants to drop the queries in the chat box, if any. So, Govind sir, let's give participants couple of minutes. So, in case if they want to ask any queries, sir.
Yeah, sure, sure.
we have one query. What is the approach brand should take to adopt MShop live technology?
Mahindra, you want to go ahead? I think you're on
Uh,
mute.
are you able to hear me?
Yeah. Yes, yes.
Uh, so primarily, like I mentioned, Shantla as well, that the while we are trying every possible channel, but the main thing we are banking upon the large partners who have like a huge retail footprint, and riding on their partnership, we want to cover the market in a better way.
Okay.
uh, and and the same is true for the brands also, since these partners have a strong presence in the brands. We are hoping with partner ecosystem will be able to grow. Govind sir, what is your opinion?
Yeah, I think this is a solution that is tailor-made both for COVID as well as non-COVID times. Because as I said, it is a social interaction platform for the customer. And anytime you interact with the customer, you tend to have a better service standard because any store you get in, and if there's nobody to serve you, you tend not to shop in that store. So classically, if you look at the online model, is all about self choice, self selection, self checkout. Whereas in this kind of a platform, you might have done some part of selection, but any queries that you have, any issues that you want to tackle, you can interact on video and really get it sorted out. So this is actually a very, very, very good platform to serve the customer as far as the retailer is concerned. But from the customer point of view also, it's a great platform to really interact with the seller.
Right. And that is the prime reason I suppose a lot of returns happens, because customer actually doesn't have not seen the product and is not very confident about
Product,
the
correct.
product. And moment they are
Yeah,
very clear about the product, I feel that return return would also reduce drastically, and the return is actually
drop.
costly for
Yeah,
both, I mean customer as well as company. Customer at a lot of
Yes.
times
yeah,
they are depending upon some crucial product, and if it is not meeting their demand, if they have to return, I mean it creates a lot of problem in
yeah.
regular
Dissonance.
life as well. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, and also the revenue part. I mean, they might lose a lot of revenue that is generated through this business because once it is
sure.
returned, I mean, the delivering and returning, even the fuel cost and the manpower included, all that can be
Goes down.
eliminated using MCHOP.
Can be
Yeah,
saved.
right.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, yes. So there is one more query, sir. Is there features on MShop platform to cater the end-to-end need of retail like order, online payment, and delivery of goods?
Yes,
Yeah.
Shantla. Like I have explained, it is typically covering the whole flow for a regular real life shopping experience. It takes
Mhm,
care of all these aspects. So,
mhm.
I mean, customer can discuss, make an order. There is online payment available, and we are doing
There's a
that
dashboard available
collaboratively.
to the retailer.
Sorry, sir.
There's a dashboard available to the retailer while he's doing the transaction as well, correct?
Yes. Dashboard is available to the retailer. He can see uh, he can see various reports as well, say like daily order, weekly order, uh,
Correct.
and from which location, how many customers are coming, which time. So a lot of analysis is also
Yeah.
provided for retailers to take the right kind of decision, including one of the important thing is if a customer is coming, we give them the basic analytics so that they can make quick decision also. Let us say customer is coming on 10th time, so he can say, so he can actually do a personalized communication that you are visiting our platform, our shop 10th time, so I'll give you 10% discount or whatever. I'm just giving an example. We are giving a lot of information for shopkeepers to do the various kind of analysis also.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Sir, I would like to know, like, can a new customer search for M-Shop retailer on Google Maps or any other map or any other platform? Is that going to come on the platform?
Shantla, that's a very good question. I mean, though initially we just wanted to be a technology provider and help the retailers on technology front, but a lot of people are coming with the requirement that they want the platform to bring new customers also. So,
Okay.
on basically on the customer's demand, we will be coming up with the
Mm-hmm.
marketplace also soon. So once the
Mm-hmm.
marketplace is there, customers can search different kind
Make
of
a choice.
retailers, and especially the nearby retailers, and
Mm-hmm.
use them for the various day-to-day needs.
Okay. Okay. That's so. There is one more query, Govind sir. Any challenges while
Yeah.
taking brand online, digital way, and how brands or retail can overcome that?
No, I mentioned the few challenges that I see from the retailer's perspective, right? From the mindset to lack of investment in people and technology. One of the bigger challenges also is that when you go online, especially on marketplaces, you lose touch with the customer. The customers become the marketplace customers. So that's a big challenge of operating through a marketplace, because when you're operating through your own store or through your own website, the customers are constantly in touch with you and you know who your customer is. Whereas the minute you go to a marketplace, they become the marketplace customers and you may not get the data that is available with the marketplace. So fundamentally, the challenge starts, as I said, in the mindset first, and then obviously about investment, which is some part of the money that you require for technology and for people. And yes, if you want to build your own website, then you need to be ready to make certain losses before it starts getting attraction. But I would look at the option of creating your own website, also building your brand through marketplace, and also adopting the M-Shop kind of tools to really ensure that customers like your site and they are able to buy from your site much better way.
Yeah, right. But again, when we talk about the website, there are other things that retailers may have to invest. Be it content or be it
Yeah,
maintaining a website or
correct.
even
Yeah,
the. So, with
correct.
respect to all that, there are some pros and cons with respect to the website making
Yeah,
and
yeah,
maintenance of it.
correct, correct.
What the current scenario is. They have to have a platform where they can directly interact with the customer and get more business.
Yeah.
So, sir, what are the pros and cons of such tool over e-commerce?
Sorry, what are the pros and cons of?
It can be an M-Shop platform, it can be any other digital solution, but what are the pros and cons over an e-commerce platform as compared to the e-commerce platform?
So as I mentioned, a normal e-commerce platform does not offer you social interaction. There could
Mhm.
be, yes, bots, there could be on-call people who can get in touch with you. But on M-Shop, the person to serve you is at your beck and call. It's like your own genie that you can call up, and then the genie actually is serving you. And as Mahendra
Mhm.
rightly pointed, you can also schedule an appointment. So you are free at 11 o'clock, so you can schedule an appointment at 11 o'clock so that you can get served by the best guy, the best person with the best category, whatever you really want. So
Mhm.
M-Shop actually is a fantastic solution from the point of customer because they can schedule it as per their timing, as per their program, and also get the
Mhm.
social interaction and feedback from the person who is trying to sell the product in terms of the nuances of the product, size, features, everything. And all the queries can also get satisfied. So I don't think there is enough on online sites which can be compared
Mhm.
to the M-Shop solution. M-Shop solution is on top of, can sit on top of your own website.
Okay. Great. Great. Let's wait for 2 more minutes if there are any queries.
Yeah. And in fact, while we are waiting, one of the key comments that Mahindra made, I again want to re-emphasize that even if you don't have your own website, M-Shop helps you to directly connect with your customer, and all the other challenges that you have of the website can be tackled through M-Shop.
Right, sir. Right. Meanwhile, if they while we are waiting for question, I also have a question for us. As in, so like I mentioned that based on demands of various customer, we are trying to become marketplace. Is it good approach? Shall we try or shall we just stick on the technology supporter for the retailer? What is your opinion on that?
No, operating a marketplace is a completely different business, if you ask me. Whichever model you adopt, whether it is through inventory or non-inventory, and there are multiple players already there, and obviously driving a marketplace also requires a lot of advertising, which means then a lot of funding, and has its own, I would say, uh, challenges as well. So I think you have to be very careful in deciding what you want. But yes, what your customers were saying is which are the M Shop assisted sites? How can I get to know those sites? Is a different issue in my opinion rather than create a marketplace of M Shop. But yes, we should look at it seriously, understand, I would say, the pros and cons, and then look at it.
Got your point. Got your point. So rather than proper marketplace, we might be work more on like publishing a directory kind of just for the
Absolutely. So like
just for the
Intel
regular
Inside.
customer.
So you
Yeah,
look
yeah.
at Intel Inside as a stamp of trust for any of the PCs or laptops. It can be M-Shop driven or M-Shop powered sites.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Thank you. Thanks for the great input.
MP sir, there is one more query here. As a shopkeeper, can I handle more than one customer parallelly?
So basically, answer is yes. But then there are multiple ways to do it. So let us say if there is a high traffic in the shop, we would
Mm-hmm.
want more than one login. A shopkeeper can take more than one login, and
Mm-hmm.
various people can handle their customers.
Yeah,
Even if there is a single login, he will be able to see the queue and handle them one by one.
Okay.
While shopkeeper will see the queue, customer will also will get to know that he is third in the queue or fourth in the queue, and it will take
Mm-hmm.
approximately 10 minutes to handle them. But
Okay.
to make it interactive, what we have done, we have utilized that waiting time also. We have given
Mm-hmm.
shopkeeper to run his offers or ads during that particular time, and we are giving customer also an option. Let us say he has to wait 10 minutes and he is in hurry and he don't have that much time. So he can give
Mm.
you a video order for customer, video order for the shopkeeper, and shopkeeper can handle that order whenever he has free time. So so that way we have tried to optimize it for everyone, and
Mm-hmm.
use the time efficiently. But to answer the
Mm.
question, yes, a shopkeeper can handle more than one customer parallelly.
That's great, sir. It looks like we have covered all the queries, sir. So
Yeah.
great. Thank you, everyone. We appreciate you being here. I'm
Thank
also
you.
sharing the yeah, I'm also sharing the email address for further communication or any type of queries and valuable suggestions. So, dear participants, kindly check the chat box. Dear audience, kindly visit the website and follow MCHOP on the social media for more updates on future product developments and events. Check your chat box for the links of the website and social media handles. Govind sir, MP sir, it was a pleasure having you both at today's session. Thank you so much for taking
Thank
out
you.
time and sharing the knowledge
Thank you.
on retail challenges and digital solutions. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. I
Thank
hope
you.
the
Thank
audience
you.
enjoyed it.